had his own sticker on his Darkseer, and he was the one that got featured. He's Grandmaster on this hero. He's certainly confident.
Yep. His own holographic sticker on the Darkseer. I mean, that's the most Saberlight thing you've ever heard of.
I just love that his sticker autograph is also Saber Chat. So it was too perfect, but it was
beautiful. Yeah. You guys have to mention. We'll screenshot it for you guys. But let's go. Game number 1 between these two teams. As we mentioned before, just to reiterate here, TSM, they can still hold on due to some circumstances if they get beaten once, but it's very, very difficult, and it relies on other people, like some crazy stuff happening. If they lose 2, that's it. They're over. They're done. The TI dreams end here. The journey is over.
Yeah, and Fnatic aren't safe no matter, they're not safe no matter what. They do have to get some wins here, and they are potentially playing for upper bracket or upper bracket tiebreakers. So they are, there's this one is no messing around.
They can go in either direction as well. They could be playing playoffs. Fnatic can still get eliminated. Let's not.
Yeah, they can get eliminated straight up. I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, they can. It's much less likely, but it's possible if things don't go their way. Yeah. I mean, they'd end up with the same score as TSM if that happened as well. So
anyway, winning Doto important. Win the Doto game.
That's what it comes down to. Yeah, just win. Just win.
Win the Doto game.
That's what you need to do. Win the game.
You didn't load up in the lobby here to not win.
Exactly right. So talk me through some of these lanes. I mean, we've got Bryle on the SF versus Armel on the Sniper. We've seen this matchup before. Generally, it's a hero which doesn't die to SF, which itself is pretty value.
Yeah, the farming seemed relatively even the last time we saw it. I do think that's a little bit skill-based. You have to be really careful on both sides when you choose to man up. As soon as you enter into that, shrapnel plus the other guy's got 2 raised stacks, someone's dying one way or the other. Yeah. Often it's going to be, a support rotating in or something along those lines. So it could be pretty volatile. I don't think there's going to be too much support intervention on mid, though. I think this might be a pretty clean 1v1. Just because of the side lanes. Saberlight doesn't want Moon Meander leaving his lane, and I can't imagine that DJ is going to be making too many rotations. They can't leave Jabs here alone.
No, they can't. That's absolutely true. So, yeah, both the side lanes going to need a lot of babysitting from the support. So, yeah, we'll see the pure 1v1. And, Bryle, last year in the group stages, he was one of the best statistic mids. He was winning his lane a hell of a lot for his team. This year has not quite had the same success, but we know he's capable of pulling out an all-star performance when required. But Armel, as we know, a bit of a god in the middle lane. He beat the king. He uncrowned Samael, if we remember back to that wonderful 1v1 situation.
Yeah, that was great. And Bryle, this has proved to be his best hero here in the TI-11 group stages. He's racked up 3 wins on it. So, see what he can get done this game.
It's going to be extremely entertaining to watch, as already they're getting a lot of damage off onto one another. It'll be very, very close. Meanwhile, on the side lanes, Saberlight and Moon Meander have just tried to mess with this lane as much as possible. Moon Meander getting some... actually been seen on the vision here. But yeah, wanting to go on a bit of an adventure. They've got the Creep Equilibrium in a pretty good spot. I don't know, is there any kill potential onto Raven if they can stack up the double iron shells?
Maybe once they get Saberlight's level 3. I think that's kind of the idea here for Moon, is they do all the shenanigans, they try and hand the experience over to Saberlight, and then they can maybe look for a kill with the double level 2 shells. Moon doesn't get that much stronger at level 3, so it's not really worth it for him to soak any experience here.
Yeah, the only problem is, with an Undying in the lane with them, this hero is very good at kind of stopping you from just running at people. And that's exactly what you need to do with Darkseer and Iron Shells. You need to be right on top of them, so you can get your health pool halved by Januel. It's going to be very difficult to keep up that level of aggression, as maybe I tried to pull the creeps through, but it's unable to do so. It's going to get interrupted in the jungle here. A bit of side laning going on, a bit of craziness happening.
Oh, Moon wants this courier. Januel with the body blocks. Can Saberlight finish it? Moon's pinging it. Yeah, okay. Team effort.
All right, good job, guys. Good job. They get it done. But they're also going to take a ton
DJ's rotating mid
here as well. Yeah, we thought we weren't going to see it, but Brawl in some trouble inside those shrapnels. He's getting very low and will be finished off by Armel with the right click from the sniper.
Dang. Yeah, didn't think that the Disruptor was going to make rotations, but DJ just leaving the lane at level 2, saunters mid, and secures that kill for his sniper. Very nice.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. And Dubru TP'd over to the middle lane as well, which is actually really unfortunate because they probably could have gone aggressively onto Januel if the Crystal Maiden had stayed top, but Dubru TP's mid, doesn't save the SF, and doesn't help get the kill at top either, so ultimately a wasted rotation from Dubru. Just got a bit of XP from the mid lane at least.
Yeah, the Lesh is not doing very well against the Monkey King, needs to be said. Jabs 22 CS to his name. Tomato only 14 CS. He's picked up the double null talisman so far. I really thought that this lane, especially with the Crystal Maiden, that they would be able to spam quite a bit, put the pressure on, maybe get the Monkey King a little bit low, never really give him the Jingu, but Jabs just with fast boots and seems to be doing fantastically.
Yep. It's tricky for the last track here. This hero is... He can be okay before level 6. Like he is a pretty decent hero, but he needs someone to lane with him. At the moment, Dubru has not really been present much in the top lane, been kind of pulling and stopping pulling and kind of having a little bit of a 1v1 with DJ instead. Slow start to this game.
Yeah, but a start that's looking really good for Fnatic. The bottom lane's going to start ramping up. Saberlight's got his arcane boots. He's going to get into his level 5 before too long. They've got the arcane aura going as well. So should be able to put a decent amount of pressure on down here. But even if they kill Raven the once, he probably just ditches the lane. And you do also have to be careful that I think this Monkey King can rotate down bottom.
A move in bottom here. They've got the Iron Shells out onto 1, but only the 1, which means they won't have the damage to bring down Raven. So he's just going to be able to run himself away. Slightly disappointing attempt there from the side of TSM.
Fnatic trying to make a play with this first catapult wave at mid. So they did know that Januel was rotating over. That's why they made that really deep go onto Raven. But TSM, are you gonna stop this? I mean, Brawl's actually just off farming some stacks, trying to recover. So it's just up to the supports to try and hold this.
Yeah, I mean, the tower alone should be able to hold on a bit, but they've even fortified for this one as well. Wow, that's just proving how confident.
Raven's got a salve too. He could even tank a couple of shots.
Yeah, Januel's going to be the guy to tank it for now. And the creeps come under the tower. They will be the ones to do so. DJ being chased out of the jungle. DJ thought he'd go and see what was going on with Bryle here, but Bryle... Oh, has he got the raise? He's trying to get through the trees, won't make it, and Dubu's going to be the one who dies instead. Meanwhile, with the tombstone down, they're still just plinking away at this tower. Fnatic, they're going for the 7-minute tier 1 at mid. Can they do anything about this? TSM, Moon Meander's nearby, Bryle's here as well, but he's just looking for the deny. Not going to find it. Fnatic are just absolutely smashing TSM in the early game.
Dang. The glimpse from DJ as well, just walking up, he sent Brawl back. He couldn't get over to actually contest it. They were not... I do not think that TSM ever expected that Fnatic would be able to make this play. And this hurts so much. And you can see, Armel's, I keep calling him Raven because he's got Raven in his name. But yeah, he can just come sit here now. What can TSM do about it?
I don't know. Dubu trying to run him in circles, but he's just going to die again. Another death in the middle lane for the Crystal Maiden. This is not looking very good for TSM at the moment. Just looking a little bit lost on the CM. Not really getting anything done in this laning phase, and a point of the game where she should be quite powerful, I thought. Yeah,
and TSM whiff a little combo at bottom. Tried for the vacuum into the Impale. Got it onto neither hero. This is tricky. The Fnatic Tricore is really firing on all cylinders. I'm more confused than ever about what this Leshrac pick was supposed to be about. Like, it hasn't turned out to be the counter to the Monkey King. They've already picked it into a sniper.
Yep.
I just don't know.
It's certainly not doing what they hope. That's for sure. Maybe trying to run down Januel here, but this is a Undying. He's going to be absolutely fine.
Jab's trying to make the big play at top.
Yeah, maybe this is an overextension. Yeah, they're going to be able to bring in supports and get the kill here. So Jab's giving away a bit of a freebie up here. Wasn't able to get the third Jingu out onto Tomato.
With no help at bottom.
If he did, but yeah, they're just moving on Saberlight. TP out, though. They don't have the stun. The glimpse. The glimpse didn't work. Is it on the same spot or something?
What? No, he TP'd after he got glimpsed. So he was running north, then he got glimpsed back, and then there's no stuns left.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's got a Vanguard, so he's pretty tanky. It's not easy to just sit there and right click him to death. And the Vanguard definitely going to be nice this game against the lineup that Fnatic have. But Armel being able to take up residence in the Dire jungle already is just an unmitigated disaster for Fnatic. Like,
making a little bit of a play onto Jabs here, but he's really trying hard to get off the Jingu, and Tomato coming in very nicely here, kind of baiting Jabs into hitting him once more, but they were out of mana on the Leshrac, so won't be able to get this kill. And now Armel moving in from the side. Wants to get some beeping done, or at the very least get some pressure on this tower, that's for sure, and I think he'll be able to do that with relative ease. Saberlight putting the pressure on down bottom, though, just cutting the waves, getting himself some money, putting some pressure onto this bottom tower. Is exactly what he wants to be doing this game.
He needs to try and draw Fnatic down to this bottom side. They're putting so much pressure on top that it just kind of falls to Saberlight to push it up by himself. Brawl gets glimpsed back at mid, and okay, he walks away.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Tombstone.
Got blocked by the zombie. Okay.
Yeah. Top lane looks like some. No, actually no. I thought Jabs is gonna commit something there. One Saberlight at bottom as he's just trying to take this tower, but Januel's being so annoying, just dropping tombstones on him, dropping decays on him, and Saberlight even using the illusion here to help him farm up a bit as well.
Okay.
Top lane stun out. Here we go. This time they'll go on to Jabs. Jabs trying to avoid a bit of damage here. Sniper is in from the sidelines here, but he's going to get stunned up by Moon Meander. It is Tomato that goes off as Jabs. No way. No way to survive through this. Jabs limping away from the fight. Is going to be able to escape. Moon Meander as well gets out of the distance off the sentry, but trying to skirt around the outside of it. But he's not going to find the Monkey King he's looking for, that's for sure. He is gone. One of those days, huh?
Yeah, having a rough one. Just Sniper's huge, doesn't feel like he's addressed. The TSM lineup really needs to start accelerating. Okay, they're going to try with this first ulti from Moon. Tomato not really connecting with him. A little bit of a disconnect.
Yeah, and DJ's there to drop down the Static Storm to be able to hold them back for now, but in comes Jabs, two-man stun, Tomato's dead again. Moon Meander follows into the grave. TSM just can't put 2 and 2 together at the moment. They can't even put 1 and 1 together.
So I think Tomato may have been, like, he wanted to wait longer because he didn't want to show before he'd waited out the potential glimpse duration. But like something broke down about the communication there, or Moon Meander going after they spotted the disruptor and they just knew that it wasn't gonna happen, and then they forced it anyway and just end up losing both. They're under so much pressure because they have to start making plays. I don't think they're gonna win against the full Fnatic Tricore. Like once the Fnatic Tricore has 3 BKBs, I think fights just become impossible at that point. So you really have to get the ball rolling soon.
Yeah, and Jabs feels like he doesn't need anything else. He's just running straight there as DJ and Raven take down Dubu in the middle lane. Monkey running straight for the BKB. Armel could be caught out here, I think. They'll be able to stun him up. This is very greedy from him, and the sniper will be punished. I know you're doing well, but farming on low HP that far forward is always going to be punished. Tomato might be the return kill here, though. Gonna drop the Pulse Nova, and Jabs knows he can't heal through that. And actually, Saberlight turning up to this one as well. He doesn't have the mana to go for the vacuum, but we'll just try to settle him with the Iron Shell. Brawl coming across as well as a double kill for Tomato. TSM, they will hold their jungle just a little bit here and force TSM off their turf.
Nice unintentional 3-man stun for Moon Meander. He's gonna be happy with that. Okay, yeah, Fnatic getting a little too big for their britches, and TSM just, you know, popping down some wards over on their side of the map. They are desperate to retain control of this dire area of the jungle to keep on farming.
They have got the glimpse back onto the Darks here, along with the Static Storm as well. They know this guy's pretty damn rich, so if they can take down Saberlight, it would be a big kill. He's got the Crimson Guard to try and keep himself alive. Vacuum back. Dubu trying to let it go with the Freezing Field, but doesn't stay alive long enough to do enough. And now the Assassinate takes out Saberlight as well. Looking forward for more. Mumian is going to be the next target, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to close the gap on Tim without the vision, so that will be that for now. But yeah, TSM, the moment they get something, they give it all away. Fnatic able to get them. They are just absolutely rolling. Despite a couple of setbacks here and there, you know, the slight overextension. They get it back again.
Fnatic just want to punch on. The bottom lane's being completely ignored. I think we've had like 3 or 4 waves of creeps that have just run into each other, and they've been battling all by themselves down there. All of this attention is just over who controls the dire jungle. It is really important for TSM because Tomato's not having the best time, and he needs to catch up, and he's not really a hero that farms Ancients all that well, so he does need, you know, some of this jungle farm, but the ward battle just goes back and forth, back and forth.
And meanwhile, Armel is just absolutely massive. He has already landed himself on the Hurricane Pike, so really hard to kill off. Januel just being beaten down, though. TSM will once again make a claim to their own jungle. So Saberlight, since he's moved up to the top side of the map, able to get quite a lot done on this Darkseer. Small kill, but it gives them back their jungle, which is really, really important for TSM. Able to get off the D wards as well. Mardo wants to exist down at bottom, but just feeling the pressure a bit too much at the moment.
Yeah, Fnatic very, very responsive to anything happening on the map. I'm shocked to see this sniper is just walking at TSM every single time, but he's feeling confident, and you know they are prioritizing Raven with the farm. Moon's going to come up here and see the Templar Assassin, but I don't think he's going to burn him to death with just an Invis Ion shell.
Yeah, it's always tempting, but with the support nearby with the Sentry Ward, you really don't want to tempt fate. Sees everyone here, actually. He's going to know they're going for this Roshan attempt. TSM, you wanted to pull off the big wombo combo. Now might be the time, but they might just leave it as well. They know this is happening, but they're saying, it's just not worth contesting for us. Although the wall does get thrown into the pit. Saberlight wants to do something about this, but meanwhile, Moonmeander's just going down. Jabs is going to be able to just kill him off.
Yeah, he got caught.
Pit is
on
kind of flooded
+10.
at the moment.
Yeah, no, Genuine not very happy about
wall,
the
illusion, zombies. Like it's all going off in the Roche pit right now. But despite the wall of replica coming down, it's not enough to stop Fnatic from taking this Roshan, and the age is going to Armel.
All right, Sniper continues to just be the #1 farmer. Raven also looking good. Just going to go for a Deso before he goes back for the BKB. Jabs, no greed from him whatsoever. It's a BKB rush for the Monkey King. He is still the offlaner at the end of the day. And we do have the Bloodstone up for this Leshrac. And he's going to go for a Blink Seconds. Okay, so
yeah,
the goal is to get these. Yeah, they just like I think the only hope for TSM is that they land this big wombo combo team fight.
Yep. Vacuum into Split Earth, or vacuum into Impale, follow it up with a nice ulti from Bryle. And Januel's just going to get killed off again. More than happy to just be the frontliner here in the Canary for his teammates to get out. Exactly what he wants to be doing. And, you know, meanwhile, TSM, like, yeah, they get some of their map back again, but they're not exactly taking objectives. They're not exactly farming that well.
Yeah, I think this Aegis is just going to end up being, like, farming for all 3 BKBs for Fnatic.
Oh, yeah. Yep, yeah, it just allows Armel to farm a little bit deeper into the map, a little bit more recklessly, which in turn opens up the map for Raven and Jabs. Not to say they won't take opportunities that are given to them, as Jabs really trying forcing this opportunity to happen here. I mean, the ultimate from DJ going to cancel out the freezing field as Dubu gets absolutely obliterated. Saberlight running in, trying to look for a target here. Well, somehow doesn't land the vacuum onto Jabs, so Jabs will get his way up onto the tree line there. That looked like it was really, really close.
And they saw that rotation coming from a mile away, but TSM still weren't able to scramble the heroes to make a punish. They were probably not expecting that Jabs was going to dive the tier 1 tower, but there you go. he gets it done. Oh, no. Armel with the haste turn. Okay, Moonmeander's out of there.
And, yeah, he does get away. Brawl, even thinking of cocking up Requiem. Haven't really seen much from Brawl this game, to be fair. He's just kind of sat in the jungle and has been happy about it, as Armel. Just a little bit of DDR. Trying to sidestep Tomato there. Also successfully.
Okay, so TSM, maybe there's a very brief window after the Aegis is down. They're getting close to these blinks. It's just like, it's nothing but blink timings, really. They've got the BKB on the Shadow Fiend, which is nice for Bra, but I do think it's still difficult for him to walk up in these team fights just against all the physical damage that Fnatic are bringing to the table.
Yeah, it's very threatening team lineup to walk into, as you said earlier. Like, once you commit, you got to commit. But they are going on to Armel here. If they can kill him once, then they can kill him twice. But they can't bring him down for the first time. They go for it. But Fnatic will be able to bring over the heroes. And Bryle, he does have the BKB. Might want to pop it here as Jabs gets the 4-man stun through the Boundless Strike on the back lines here. Requiem comes out, but it's too little, too late. They've already lost so many heroes. Bryle needs to run, trying to make it through the trees. Jabs trying to chase him down, but doesn't have the Primal Spring, so we'll have to turn around and deal with Saberlight instead. But we'll absolutely be getting that kill. Oh no, Bryle just holding back on the BKB a little bit too longer. Gets stunned up, and Jabs, what a Boundless Strike from him.
Yeah, the patience from DJ just waiting, everybody running over during the Aegis respawn, and the Boundless Strike was insane. Jabs showing us why he loves this offlane Monkey King so much. He's like the only person that plays it, but he makes it look good.
Goodness gracious. I mean, and the problem there was that, Shadow Fiend, he just wanted to hold off on his BKB as long as possible, but the stun meant that he couldn't relocate to get on top of the TA right as, the sniper, right as he respawned, so it wasn't really possible to blow him up immediately, and now he's got a BKB anyway, so...
Yeah, and then he just got run away, there wasn't any follow-up damage, and it's still not truly the teamfight combination that TSM are looking for. Are they ever even going to get it is kind of the question. Like, when are Fnatic really going to be all that grouped up? The sniper shouldn't ever really be standing close to the Templar Assassin or the Monkey King. You're just gonna have to maybe try and bait a little bit, get them to collapse on their Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, well, they will wait, but they will get caught here as Moon Meander inside the kinetic field cannot escape. 2-man stun, delays the inevitable, but his death stealth will come as TSM will give up on their captain, Moon.
So there's Blink on the Darkseer, there's Blink on the Leshrac. Unfortunate for Moon that he just died because he's 1,700 gold towards the Blink. That's the combo.
Yep.
Fnatic just completely destroying the early game, coming for that initial tower. Like that first rotation from DJ getting the first blood onto Armel, so he gets a lead, and then they come and reinforce that point a second time with the catapult rotations. Just TSM caught very flat-footed. They were not expecting to have to send supports mid from these side lanes.
All right, TSM. Let's see what they can do. They're moving over, but unfortunately there's a bit of a counter rotation coming in right now. Tomato in some trouble. Limp's already used, but Tomato, he just didn't quite get off the blink there, and now he's going to get brought down. And TSM realize there's not going to be anyone showing up bottom, so they'll back themselves out of this area as well. All a bit awkward.
Yeah, Raven was down there, but he backed off, just TP'd out, grabbed his BKB, and yeah, now this triple BKB timing is online for Fnatic. It's going to have to be catching them off guard somehow for TSM. Perfect execution on the blink into one of these two stuns.
Yeah, two tower in the top lane. Raven, he's got his Desolator, so this tier 2 is not going to stand an absolute chance against Raven and Armel. They will tear down that tower. TSM, there's a very gentle pressure being put on bottom, which Jeff's going to be able to easily come and deal with.
They see him down there, they're thinking about it, but I think this is the better idea. Maybe try and go take the 4v5. if that's possible. Brawl and Dubu want to look at bottom. They got to be careful. Jabs might come scout them out.
Yeah, it looks like Dubu is going to be losing his life here. I mean, TSM, they need to find an opportunity. That's the problem, man. They need to find a way
Brawl already used the pike.
And it's this fight. Yeah, Braille looking at Januel, looking at Armel. He doesn't have the health, though. He's going to go for the TP out here. Will be able to do that successfully. So BKB wasted from Armel as Braille also pops his and gets out.
Yeah, a little antsy from Armel. He hears the Requiem charging up and presses it immediately. Maybe he was worried about some heroes collapsing on him. Jabs is just
stun from
everywhere.
the sidelines. That's always a Nyx carapace around, which he's got to be cautious of as Moon Meander actually go for a bit of revenge onto Jabs here, and I think they might have caught him out. Does have the BKB though, and with the Jingu keeping himself alive. No way, he is going to fall eventually. Tomato runs him down with that damage, and Moon Meander gets himself away to safety.
Did Moon have to think for a second there if it was his Darkseer wall or not? He kind of, it's fine. He could have been thinking, oh man, I hope I don't get glimpsed and just die to that. That is one way to get a max damage glimpse is when you've got the surge. So you do have to be a little careful. Yeah, so Jab's going a little too far there, and kind of a scary moment because the Roshan could potentially respawn. Okay, there we go. Roshan's up.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was really fast, but TSM can't really take it. And yeah, they see it already with the trap, so Fnatic going to be happy to just walk on in there, I think. Probably need a little bit of vision.
Yeah, the team fight wombo combo is always a threat from TSM, so got to be cautious of that. The likelihood of them getting off this game just seems slimmer and slimmer, and once they have an Aegis as well, you don't even want to go for it. Yelps does get seen down the bottom. They're going to try and go for this. In comes a vacuum. They'll try and take him down. The stun completely off the mark from Moon Meander, though. Tomato's in as well, though, and with the split up, they will be able to take him down. But whilst that's happening, Fnatic just run into the Roche pit. They know the action is happening on the bottom side of the map, so they want to make the move at top.
Yeah, hit him with the space-created chat wheel line. Maybe wait until the Roshan's 100% secure before you do anything, but it doesn't look like TSM should be able to get over here in time to contest.
Yeah, and it's a little bit disappointing. Like, I feel like the one thing TSM can do is take like 4v4 fights or even like 3v4 fights. As long as you have your vacuum, your Requiem, and one stun, either Moon Meander or with Tomato. Like, I really want to see them making these plays. Like, playing this slower tempo, just waiting for a 5v5 or a 5v4 or a 5v3 fight, it just doesn't seem conductive to what they've tried to do with the draft.
Yeah, I'm with you. It would be nice to see them try and find something, but Fnatic are also playing very grouped up, right? It's only ever Jabs who's off, kind of putting himself at risk. As he's kind of split pushing. Everybody else is playing very grouped up. So it's a nice idea, but I don't know if Fnatic will ever offer you that kind of fight.
Oh my god, Moon. He's able to get off the spike carapace, but I don't think DJ's going to let him get away with this one as he does land the kinetic field. They got the vision down as well. And they will be able to take down this Moon Meander. Nyx Assassin. Yeah. Well, Raven wants to set up here onto Braille. Braille does have the BKB, and they don't have any stuns between them, but right-click damage still going to be enough to just force Braille away, and wow, Raven linking onto him as well, just really threatening.
Messed it up a tiny bit, hit the meld before the blink, but it's fine. It wasn't going to be a kill either way. They're just scaring him away, stealing the farm, continuing to build their net worth lead as they make their way down towards this bottom tier 2, perhaps. Raven's going to go and push up mid briefly. It's fine. It wasn't going to be a kill either way. They're just scaring him away, stealing the farm, continuing to build their net worth lead as they make their way down towards this bottom tier 2, perhaps. Raven's going to go and push up mid briefly. Feeling pretty confident. Yeah, not too much that he needs to worry about.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Fnatic smashing away at this bottom tier 2 tower. Armel, all the farm in the world. Hurricane Pike, Monkey King Bar, Black King Bar. 28 minutes into the game, this guy's just got a ridiculous amount of farm. And TA just right behind him as well.
Yeah, MKB is a little interesting. I wonder why that was the priority, but
Oh,
massive
TSM.
wraparound from TSM. They see the stream of couriers going over here.
Yeah, they know something's up.
Dire's
What
bottom
can they
tower
really
is
do? The
under
problem is they're
attack.
fighting into BKBs. They're fighting into Aegises as well. Fnatic look really split up also, so finding a meaningful kill here is going to be difficult. They need to get the TA pretty much. Riot trying to set up. There are pings coming out from the side of Fnatic, so they seem to have some kind of idea that something's not right.
I mean, the smoke's been broken. The creep wave's aggroing on them now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
TSM, I think I don't know. They still want to see what they can do, but their ward's been destroyed as well, so vision is lacking. It's just not looking like this has worked. A nice try, I would say. I think this is the kind of thing they need to be trying to pull off, but
Yeah, it was kind of the only play that they had available, but they don't have another smoke now.
but their ward's been destroyed as well, so vision is lacking. It's just not looking like this has worked. A nice try, I would say. I think this is the kind of thing they need to be trying to pull off, but
Yeah, it was kind of the only play that they had available, but they don't have another smoke now. So Fnatic just going to send Raven to push mid. Other four heroes are looking.
yeah, Sableye has been dragged back. Shadow Fiend also caught out, but he's got the TP away. Sableye won't be so lucky, though. He's going to get killed off, so will be the Darkseer going down. The rest of TSM just going to ditch. Tomato has been able to cut the wave very nicely, but I don't think there was any attempt of a high ground coming out from Fnatic there regardless. They just want this mid tower.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, just keep them completely pinned inside of the base. DJ's scoreline is ridiculous. 0-0-19 on this disruptor. Can we just talk about that for a moment? He's almost 100% kill participation. This is it's been a tournament all about these melee position fours and the position four performances, and here we have DJ just busting out the disruptor and absolutely owning this game.
Yeah, it's been done fantastic. Catching out the Nick Assassin so many times. You know, these static storms have been phenomenal. Definitely lining himself up for a MVP selection, maybe. But moment it is Tomato trying to run away through the tree line here. Looks like he is going to get it out to safety, but another position one Lash, which has just looked completely impotent. Like, hasn't been able to get off anything. Like, I know this is kind of a snowbally hero. You want to get an advantage. If you can't play on the front lines, you can't play at all. But it's just felt so awkward for them.
Yeah, and I would be a little bit more sympathetic to the issues if they had like first faced it and then it got counterpicked and they deprioritized it, or tried to find a lane that it was okay with. But this was ostensibly the counterpick for TSM. They knew what they were getting themselves into here, and it just didn't work. Fnatic smoked up.
Back to the drawing board. Stun out on Sableye. They found him again. They find the offlaner, and there is no save coming his way because he's inside the static storm once more. Mooniana trying to do something. They are trying to try and commit to this fight, but there's just nothing they can really do. Tomato needs to leave. The Ghost Scepter going to buy him a little bit of time, but it looks like they're still going to be able to run him down. A Requiem just doing nothing from the sidelines there. Ryle even getting chased now by Raven. Going to have to force himself up the high ground, and TSM, man, they just get caught again. It just doesn't feel like they can do anything in this game.
Yeah, so long as the Darkseer dies first every single time, what can you do? We're saying that the only chance to win is to vacuum all 5 heroes together and stun them into oblivion.
Yeah,
and
he's
Fnatic
just on the front lines, but
yeah,
if he's not on the front lines, then who is? I think that's the issue here, right? Like,
yeah,
the issue with Darkseer fundamentally is like you want to have that guy who goes in first, and then you get the real initiation with the Darkseer, but that's usually your offlaner, so it doesn't really work.
yeah, it's tricky. Maybe they could have tried something slightly different. Oh, they get the combo this time.
Here we go. All right, it's on to 2. It's not bad. Now the follow-up needs to come in. There's BKB out from Armel, so he's going to keep him alive a little bit longer, but does still die. TSM, they pull it off, but not before their melee barracks does get brought down. And the stun from Tomato almost catches, doesn't quite land. All right, well, better late than never, I suppose. TSM, they will make some kind of bid at defense here as they kill off Armel. But their melee barrack did fall through that. Range barrack still surviving.
Yeah, and they did buy back on Tomato, which is
it's
kind of tricky.
cost.
Yeah, they have to go and try and find more. Just go again. Try and exploit the BKBs maybe being on cooldown, though Jabs and Raven, they're both back up and ready to go already. They finally get through this mid-tier 1 tower, but it's 32 minutes into the game. Just a testament to how difficult this game has been for TSM.
Yeah, for real, for real. And Raven now picking up a Daedalus as well, so even more damage going to be blasted out of Fnatic. I mean, that is their plan. They just want to take down, the problem with TSM is that their game plan is basically like everyone has a role to play. And that sounds great until one of those roles is taken out and all of a sudden the chain of command is entirely messed up. Like your cog pops out and all of a sudden the whole machine stops working. So TSM, Fnatic just answering that really well with this TA who's just gone pure damage BKB. Not exactly unusual for a TA, obviously, but that's what the pick has allowed them to do.
Yeah, TSM need kind of perfect orchestration, and Fnatic have 3 guys with 2x4s who will just smack you and press their BKBs. So it's sort of tricky. Any team fight is an okay team fight for Fnatic, but there's only one sequence of events that is going to look good for TSM, and they're trying to make that happen. They're playing around these high ground boards, playing with their smokes, trying to catch Fnatic off guard, but they have just not given them the chance. This gem that they've had picked up for a while, Januel buying it, Jabs carrying it, playing the vision game, never letting TSM have that chance.
Nope. No, they don't get a chance to be on the map. They don't get a chance to get their wards down on the map. And it's really, really hard to land combos if you can't see anyone. Look at DJ here, just on the front line, just chatting up on Dubu here. Get in here, child. They have managed to destroy the trees, which the Monkey King was on, but it doesn't seem to matter. He's got a nullifier, for God's sakes. Poor old Dubu just gets shot in the head. Oh my God. That was horrible to witness. That was a Crystal Maiden. Now just a corpse, floating down the river. Well, Roshan can respawn in about 2 minutes' time, at which point Fnatic will look to take it, and then that will probably be their high ground moment. TSM just trying to hold out until then, maybe find themselves an opportunity, but right now it's Fnatic on the get, and they're all smoked up. Ryle, yeah, it's got a BKB. DJ, no Aghanims just yet, so very quick blink away from Ryle there, actually, my God. Still got them fingies, still working pretty damn fast, but they will avoid Fnatic for now. A lot of time wasted from Fnatic here at the very least. Gonna plateau things off for TSM, I guess, but with that massive gold lead. Oh, Leshrac has somehow managed to finish off the Aghanim Scepter as well, so...
Alright.
He's got the Ghost Scepter and the Nihilism, so he basically cannot be right-clicked in this fight, and considering the lack of magic damage, that's going to be kind of tricky to actually kill off Tomato, so I have a bit of hope in him lasting more than 1.5 seconds in the fight, which I think is his previous record.
Yes, but nullifier.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I'll give him 2 seconds then. Going for a new record here, Tomato. That is a very big yes, but that was a very big actually.
If they can kill the Monkey King, he can get to sit and potentially wait out these BKBs and get some big disarms. It's a possibility, but Jabs has been playing kind of like a lunatic, but he's also very safe with the BKB. There's not a whole lot to kill him inside of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fnatic just running over. Oh, they spotted Saberlight again.
Trying to run around, trying to dodge the stun, trying to MLG it. Not going to happen. Glimpse back onto him as well. Going to throw him into the breach of the kinetic field once again. And Saberlight is going to get brought down, but they're going for the play here. They want to try and find him, but the BKB and the Wukong's command is out from Jab, so you can look for the turnaround. They have caught Moon Meander, but only Moon Meander inside this kinetic field, so that'll be the singular kill for them. Bryle trying to find an opening here as Tomato commits hard to DJ on the back. Right click comes through. It's a lot of damage, but it's not enough. DJ gets away. TSM take the tombstone. And now they want to look for more. Bryle just blinking forward here. He knows they don't have the BKBs to fight them at the moment. So TSM do find themselves a tiny, tiny bit of space. They know they have a brief moment where they can be the aggressors and actually come out. Okay, DJ blinking away. He's so quick. And now Saberlight going to get glimpsed back into oblivion. Januel even buy back for this one. Roshan is up. They spot that and they buy back immediately. They can't let this go away. Is there a possibility for TSM here? The BKBs are on cooldown. That's the only possibility.
It's not that fast for TSM, but they're going to have to try. The Static Storm's coming off cooldown super soon for DJ. That's what he's going to be calling out. 12 seconds. He's got the Aghanims. Yeah, they
They
can't.
don't have the
they
tank
can't.
for Roshan. That's a problem.
The BKBs and the Static Storm are going to come up. If they stick around, they're just going to get obliterated. But it's also maybe a catch-22 if they give them the Aegis. Yeah.
The TA BKB, I think TSM are running out of maneuvering room here.
Yeah, they're going to have to back up, but they put more buybacks into that. They're just not progressing on the items. Brow's trying for this Hail Mary Arcane Blink, but it does feel like it's just more of the same in terms of having to find this perfect opportunity. And yeah, Fnatic now with their BKBs up again. Just going to head into the pit.
Well, Saberlight still wants to charge forward, but that shrapnel is very, very scary. Doesn't want his blink cancelled, so... Dubu, oh no, Dubu's been seen! The jig's up! There comes the Ghost Scepter, but in comes the Assassinate. Won't be enough to bring him down, but gets him very low indeed as a Static Storm catches out Bryle. Is that an axe? Yes, it is. No BKB for you. Down goes Bryle. Buyback from him. They'll take down Saberlight on the sideline as well. He does not have a buyback, so no vacuum for this fight as Dubu falls as well. They will get jabs. They are able to get at least that much done with Tomato, but jabs also buying back into this fight. There's the Ghost Scepter coming out from him. Nihilism not available for another 10 seconds, so Tomato's going to get cut down as well. Moonmeander doing his best to survive through this, but his best is not enough as Armel kills him off, and Fnatic will absolutely smash TSM, says, get away from our Roshan. This is our Aegis. And they will indeed claim it, plus the Yags as well. Thubu just trying to throw in anything he can here. Bryle looking for something on the high ground here, but just Requiem and leave.
Yeah, they tried. If anybody other than DJ gets the MVP in this game, it's a crime. It's illegal. His play has been ridiculous. 3-0-25, kills off the Shadow Fiend in that fight pretty much by himself. Doesn't let Brawl have the opportunity to get anything done.
Yep,
a wild
perfect Aghanim's reveal.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
It should just be Fnatic walking up onto the high ground and closing out this game. There's one more buyback in the tank for TSM. Maybe they'll try one final hurrah, one last team fight.
Top barracks falling to Fnatic. They have the Aegis. Who do the Aghanims go to?
The Monkey King, I think.
Oh, very nice. So Soldier's going to be cropping up all over the place as well.
Oh, Saberlight found a little sneaky spot.
Oh, this is very sneaky. Maybe too sneaky. Well, he jumps in, tries to find Armel, but immediately the Static Storm comes out onto him. They know he doesn't have a buyback, so that's just an easy elimination, and GG is called. That's it, game one done. Fnatic looking so damn crisp. These guys are fighting their pace here at TI.
It's an absolutely important series for them. Like we said, there's so much to play for in Group B, and TSM getting one step closer to just being straight up eliminated.
Yeah, that's it, right? Like one more loss and they might be done. I mean, they could be done already. I don't know about NC.